Hello everyone. Today we will explain about VAT in Hinawi Software. VAT in Hinawi Software. VAT available in VAT list code. We created this list by default for the users. So this list, these items will be created automatically when you buy Hinawi Software. Now before start speaking about where you can find VAT in the system, we have to mention that this one in help and support, you need to register module. You need to register the VAT. Without registration, the VAT you cannot use. And to register this one through Hinawi Software, you need to pay for this one. So number one, register VAT in Hinawi Software. Number two, you need to go to company, then company information, then you need to go to VAT. So you need to register VAT you need to activate VAT in Hinawi Software. You write the registration detail and then VAT registration number. So after you do these two steps, then you can use VAT in Hinawi Software. Now VAT, the standard, for example, this one by default, we selected this account debit by default and credit by default, and these two accounts are in other current liabilities. In our opinion, we make this one by default in other current liabilities, debit 33012 and 011 for the credit side. Now where you will see this one in the chart of account, you will see it. These are the chart of account. Okay, these are the items in the chart of account. So when the user created, this is the item. Okay, standard, we link the standard with 33011 collection and 33012 paid taxes. Okay, then this is about the standard tax. The same thing for other tax, which is, for example, 0 rated. You can see this one. First of all, the tab is other current liabilities, and this account is debit side and the credit side, other current liabilities. In our opinion, we put them in all of them, we put in other current liabilities. Maybe some users say no, he wants to use the paid tax, he wants to use it as other current assets. This one, it's up to him. If he decided to do like this, means he can go to here and create a new tax. So there is a flexibility to create the tax the way you want, and you can link the way you want. You want to put it in other current liabilities, other current assets. It's up to you, to the user. For us as Hinawi Software, we created this one as default, and user can create any type of tax they requested. Now where I will find the tax? Here you will see this one in the item list and in the chart of account. Where is in the item list? Suppose you want to create a new item. Okay, and this is the inventory or service or non-inventory. Three of them you can find the tax at the time when you purchase. Okay, and you can find the tax at the time you sell. So maybe now this is flexibility in Hinawi Software. Yeah, maybe when you sell, maybe the tax is exempt. For example, when you sell, okay, and when you buy, maybe the tax is standard or 0. Okay, so this one depends on the item you are selling, depends to whom you are selling, depends different criteria. What we want to say is there is a flexibility in our system. So even if the law change, you can set up this one in your way at any time. Okay. Now then you can find tax you can find it in the chart of account. And for example, if you want to create 61 this is expenses or salaries. Okay, trip allowance. Okay, you can select what is the VAT, you want to use for this account. What is the VAT you want to use for this account? You can select it by yourself. Okay, now this one is the VAT setup. The VAT setup also you can find it in customer. You can find this one in customer. For example, like this. Okay, now this is the VAT. Okay, VAT, and you can find it here. So this customer, what is the VAT? Is this customer standard VAT or exempt VAT, or what is the, maybe you sell to government or semi-government or charity customer and so on. So you will decide how you want to do this one. Okay. One is the VAT for the vendor. This is the vendor account. Vendor, you need to come to this window. Okay, and to select this one down, the vendor. Okay, what is the VAT code? And you will fill here, of course, the VAT number. So in these areas, you will find the VAT, for example, cash payment, check payment, invoice, quotation. All of this area, you can find the VAT. Okay, for example, you want to make check payment. Okay, and the check payment, when you select the debit side 6105, for example, if you make a predefined, you will find the tax. If you make predefined, you find the tax. If you don't make a predefined, you can select it from the drop down. In this way, you can select the VAT. This one, if you selected the expenses, but if you buy item or you select any item from the drop down, okay, and you fill the information, quantity, and you fill the cost, okay, 1,500, okay, the VAT selected, it will be 75. This one automatically coming, the VAT, because we make a predefine, we did the predefine, okay, for the VAT for this amount, so this amount coming automatically. Now this one, create check payment. Cash payment is the same way because both are similar on the debit side. This is the cash payment. Okay, same way you can find in the two places. The debit side is the same, and also the debit side is the same for credit bill. Credit bill, it is the same, this area, expenses and item and so on, you can find it in the same way. Okay, so these are the forms you will find in the tax, and also you will find the tax where you will find it in quotation. When you want to create quotation, okay, and you select the customer, like Explore Computer, okay, you select the item from the drop down, okay, 10 users, Hinawi, okay, you will find quantity, rate, let's say 600, okay, now this VAT code, again you can select SR and it will be 30 dirhams. Okay, for the 600 it will be 30 dirhams. So VAT starting from the create quotation until you make the invoice. The invoice is the same way you can create the VAT from this window. This is the VAT, create VAT for the invoice. It is the same way you can find it here. Okay, and you fill the item. Okay, select the item, this one, information and rate 9,000, class, VAT, drop down, select which one you want to use the VAT, exempt, so this is 0. Okay, so this is about the VAT in the forms. No. Okay, now VAT in the templates. This is the templates for the VAT. This is, for example, the quotation. Okay, these are different standard quotation. Anyway, for the user, this one the quotation, and you can set up the VAT here, okay, you can VAT amount and so on. You can expand this one in this way, okay, you can expand this one in this way as you like. And if you look to the right side, if you look to the right side, you will see here VAT code, VAT description, VAT percentage, and VAT amount. See this area? This is the VAT where you can add. And also you can see the company tax, okay, and you can see customer tax registration, okay. These things, if you want to use it, you can find it here on the left side in this area. To use this one, simply double click this one, double click, it will be on the left side, and then you can drag this one in this screen. Okay, so the user can build his own form regarding the VAT, okay, and totals you can see in this way. So in the design and templates, you can see the VAT in the quotation, you can see the VAT in the invoice. Also, this is accounting, this is credit invoice, this is different type of invoice, you can find them. Okay, VAT invoice, you can design by yourself. Okay, double click, you can build here as you like, whatever you want, double click, and you can build your own form from the software. Now this one, the VAT invoice, this is the invoice with VAT, tax invoice. Now suppose customer, you want to change the name tax invoice, maybe you can write tax credit invoice or cash invoice, as you like. Anyway, you can change, user can change simply in this way. User can change, and you can fill the information the way you want. And as we mentioned, from the right side, you can add more information about the VAT from the right side. Okay, so VAT is available in the forms and available in design and template. You can see the VAT everywhere. Also, VAT available in all reports, sales report, in purchase report, sales report, everywhere you can see the VAT in the software. Now this one, VAT, also in the templates, okay, you can find it in the also purchase order, you can find it in the bills, okay. Now if you didn't find it here, simply you need to come to this window, okay. You see the VAT here, you can double click this one, okay, and you can add the VAT as you see VAT code, see, in this way. So this is about the design and templates of the VAT and reports, and where you can see and how you can see the VAT, all information about the VAT. I think I covered the most area required by the VAT. Thank you very much for your time.